Welcome, Horrorland Television. We are here once again, probably drunk off our ass, and I can't guarantee you that Ben is not on mushrooms or weed because we're not allowed to say that. So he's probably smoking cigarettes and eating regular pizza. I don't really know. Guys, we have a few guests with us tonight. We have Monica and Breezy, who are both big horror fanatics. They actually have their own show on YouTube. So hopefully they're going to share their links in the chat so you guys can go and check them out. But Monica and Breezy, can you guys tell us a little about what you guys do in y'all's show, and then we're going to get into 90s horror.
Yeah.
Ladies first. Go for it, Monica.
Well, we each have our own channel, but we co-host. I don't know why we don't just combine it into one thing, but we started off with two separate channels and we just kept going that way. So I have Our Paranormal World over on YouTube, and that's just, it started with Texas Front Porch. I was a regular on there, and I was encouraged to start my own channel, so I went ahead and did that. Started talking to Tex about the Fae and all the spooky stuff, cryptids, things that go on around the world. And I met Breezy through Josh Turner's show that he and I were on pretty regularly. So, we have similar minds and we get along really well. So,
That's scary.
I know, right? I don't look like I'd think like Breezy, but I do. So we get along really well, and we just took it from there.
Nice.
Yeah, and you can find us. Okay, so Monica's channel is Our Paranormal World. You can search Monica's Our Paranormal World because there's multiple. And we do that show every Thursday from 10 to 11:30, and then you can find my show every Friday 10 to 11:30 at the Breezy Speakeasy. So check it out. Search it up on YouTube. We're not hard to find.
Absolutely.
So,
And if you guys don't find them in the chats, I will share them on the Facebook page so you can see and follow them as well. Because the one thing we need to do is support this community. Horror is probably the best community and the most friendliest of fans. Welcome, Lancer Dancer. Glad you can make it.
Hello, Lancer.
80s horror is our topic tonight. And I really
90s.
want to go.
90s.
90s, sorry. I just saw a thing. 90s horror. We did 80s last time. 90s horror is our topic. And no, Lance, I did not start drinking early today. I started a lot later to make you happy.
Thank you.
But I would like to talk about a remake real quick. So y'all know I absolutely hate remakes. I don't think they should happen. We've talked about how there should never have been another Roadhouse. I don't think if Sam Elliott's ever in a movie, how do you remake it? Point Break, stupid. Why are you doing it? I don't understand. Stop some of these remakes. We want original content. But one of the greatest remakes I've ever seen, ever made, was done in the 90s. And it is my favorite.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Tom Savini directed.
Tom Savini's directing with influence from George A. Romero. You got to love that. And he stayed to the line. He stayed to the script. He stayed to, when was the original made? I think
68?
Probably like 30
68.
at that time, right?
Yeah, it's 68.
68? I mean, you were.
I wasn't born yet.
But
Whit was. Hey, Whit was.
Yeah.
I watched it.
In the theater.
I was 4.
Yeah. But, I mean, yes, and rest in peace, Tony Todd. Legend. Great movie, though. I mean,
I got to agree with that.
I still remember it was probably 97. I loved horror movies growing up, but I never watched that movie until Joe Bob put it on Monster Vision. Okay. Without Joe Bob, I didn't watch this movie at all. And I don't think I would have, because I would have just saw it as another typical remake that I probably shouldn't watch. But I mean,
Right.
what do you guys think?
top notch.
This one was in color, though, wasn't it?
Correct.
Yeah, that
What
was
Yeah.
year? What year did that come out, Lance?
90.
Yeah.
Right
It
at
barely made the
90?
90s. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So, top horror movies in the '90s. What's your favorite?
The guest should go first.
Yes.
No pressure,
Monica.
Breezy. No pressure, Monica.
Yeah. I got to think for a minute.
Yeah, see, whenever you told me earlier it was 90s, I was like, literally like brainstorming. I was like, dude, 90s sucked for horror. Like, and then you popped that thing up in the very beginning, and I was like, oh yeah, because I could only think of like
Yeah.
Child's Play, Final Destinations, and
Candyman.
what was the other one?
Candyman.
Another
Candyman, yeah. That's
Yeah.
a good one. Yeah.
Wishmaster.
Wishmaster.
That's
But
fun.
quit hating,
Yeah,
Breezy. Quit hating.
I wasn't hating, I
Like you
just
said,
couldn't
good.
think of it.
I mean, because
Hey,
we always know that the '80s defined what we really consider horror. Earlier
Yeah.
horror set a tone and created some things. Later, they're doing their things. They have more effects, but the '80s really set it. But I think the '90s was coming into its time. I mean, one of my favorite characters was a '90s horror character.
Yeah.
Burt
Yeah.
Gummer.
Oh, yeah.
Who's better than
Definitely the
Burt Gummer,
Tremor.
right? One of the
Practical
greatest
effects,
VHSs I've ever written.
Well,
I think
tell
my
you,
issue with the 90s, Shane, my biggest issue was that's when CGI started to creep in and fuck shit up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Practical
Tremors
effects.
is still hanging in there with the practical effects.
Mhm.
Yes. Yeah. And
So-
the deal is, look at what Tremors. Okay, they've made what, 8 now?
7 or we talked about that last time. 7 or 8,
7
right?
or 8. So,
7,
how many Freddy Cougars are there?
9.
How many,
9,
Jason?
10.
I mean, no, people that played Freddy Cougar.
Oh,
He's wanting you to love on Michael Gross.
Oh, you're damn right, dude. There's only one Burt
Yeah.
Gummer. There's many.
Yeah.
He's still in there. Every one of them.
There's leprechauns. There's only one Burt Gummer.
Yep. Michael Gross gets a Valentine's card every year from Shane.
I know.
That's right. He loves him some Michael Gross.
He said stop sending them, but at least I got his autograph.
Yeah,
If Michael
that's what
Gross
the
doesn't come
restraining
to the
order's
cult
about.
class convention, Shane's going to quit.
He's not coming. We've already asked. It's too
That
small.
whole
Makes-
restraining order thing kind of prevents it.
Yeah.
I have but I told him I'd stay 200 yards if he comes.
be out there with binoculars and shit.
There he is. There he is.
All right, we still haven't got an answer from our new
So,
guest
I-
here. What's your
I
favorite
wouldn't-
90s?
Hey, John.
I couldn't pick
Hey, John.
an actual
You got a bodyguard.
favorite,
guys?
but
What's up,
I
Brian?
will say
There's
I
Brian.
will say
Bodyguard?
one of the most underrated ones is In the Mouth of Madness.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like that's a very underrated freaking
Yes.
movie.
I'd say that one.
Overlooked.
Nice, Breezy. Nice.
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 What about you, Monica?
Ooh.
I've heard stories, and Breezy told me one. Maybe I'll pop one up, and you can tell me if you like this one.
Nightmare.
Oh, yeah. That's classic.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's a
Bob Barker,
classic.
baby.
How can you not like anything by Barker though?
Right?
Yeah.
I think he challenged it with this one too, because you have your Hellraisers, but Nightbreed. I still remember going to the video arcade, and they had the standee of Nightbreed, and the Moon Guy always stood out.
Bet you stole. Bet you wish you'd stole that now.
Yeah.
How much is that worth?
Right,
Oh, I know.
Kali.
that mask.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
The doctor.
Yeah.
Great doctor.
Good storyline
So-
too, though.
I mean, I was going to say Into the Mouth of Madness because, well, not just because it's overlooked, but because it's a great movie. It really is one of the better ones to come out of the 90s, I think. And it's so Lovecraftian.
Yeah, there's Katrina.
Oh,
What's up,
yeah.
Katrina?
No, Into the Mouth of Madness. I'll definitely give you that.
Nice.
Absolutely.
I mean,
See,
but
that's
there
why
was
we get
Event
along.
Horizon 2, which was pretty,
Oh,
That
was pretty
That was a good
brutal.
one. That's
Pretty
Sam Neill,
fucked
too.
up.
yeah.
Yeah.
That movie was
Sam
fucked
Neill.
up.
Two Sam Neill flicks.
Yeah.
Didn't
And
they try to get it out and they refused to put it in theaters for a long period of time because of the thrill factor?
Mm-hmm.
That'll be a John question. He'll definitely know that one.
Y'all don't know that.
What in the Mouth of Madness? What about it?
No, Event Horizon.
Oh shit, yeah, man. So
Didn't they
Event
refuse
Horizon's a
to
little
put
bit
that in the
special.
theaters?
Man, I did not get to see that in the theater. I was just like a shy bit too young. That was one I caught on like HBO or Cinemax, like late at night. That one was so badass. And actually, the lore of Event Horizon, if you believe it or not, technically it takes place in the Warhammer universe.
What?
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. Yeah, because like the Event Horizon is pretty much like the warp. Like that's the warp that they enter. So if you really look at it, like the entire hell fucking region that he enters, that the ship goes through, it's technically the warp. So
When
like
did
the
Warhammer
writer is
come out?
connected to Warhammer like down the line. So it's pretty fucking brutal.
So
John,
did
why don't
Warhammer
you
copy
explain this to me like I'm 5?
Like he doesn't know
okay,
what Warhammer is.
All right. Long story short,
Well, when a
Yeah.
man and a woman love each other.
yeah.
When a man.
Long story short, Warhammer is like the darkest universe you could imagine. The far, 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 far future. 40,000 years into the future, God's still alive. He's just a husk of a man sitting in a chair, and his like soul like gives birth to all these Primarchs, and it's just war all over the galaxy. That's pretty much and the warp is how they travel from galaxy to galaxy. It's pretty much hell. They have to go through hell to be able to traverse these long distances. And
Like
so,
Badass.
yeah, so if you look at Event Horizon, it's just it's a maddening film, right? And there's like a small progression into hell, pretty much.
Okay.
And like, where did the ship go? How did the ship traverse these long distances? Because like in the logs, it's like it has just like years and years and years of like flight logs, or like where has this thing been? And they have no idea. So yeah, Event Horizons is badass. That's a great one.
So what we've learned is that Monica likes Sam Neill movies where he goes crazy.
Yeah,
Correct.
that's it.
Okay.
I just like Sam Neill.
And from what I understand,
Good
Event
stuff.
Horizon, they cut out a bunch of the movie to actually be able to put it in theaters.
So it was cut.
Oh,
big
yeah.
time.
If you've seen the stills from that movie, it is
Yeah, it's some
brutal.
brutal
Oh,
stuff.
it was brutal without the things they cut.
Yeah, that's good.
The barbed wire, the face.
That's a horror movie. That is a horror movie.
That is a horror movie.
Yeah.
They push the limits. And then, this isn't a movie of 90s, but you guys know I'm not the biggest fan of Terrifier because of lack of script. But the gore factor is phenomenal. Where Event Horizon still had a gore factor, but there was a script.
Right.
It told the
Yeah,
story.
a storyline.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Fact.
Fact.
I read a script once.
Once. You fargan ice hole.
You fighting an ice hole, dude. Johnny Dangerously, thank you, God, Lance. I love you, man.
Well, I mean,
That's a
Breezy
great one.
started it.
He goes. He's got a gun that shoots through schools.
Oh,
Good time.
Whit's favorite horror movie is Misery, obviously.
That's a pretty fucked up movie.
That's a good movie.
So we're going
That's pretty
90s.
fucked up. But I'll tell you one that really sticks in my mind. I think it was 90s. And I think a lot of people thought that son of a bitch was so real, that Blair Witch movie. It's a VHS.
Yes,
Yeah.
Blair Witch was Blair Witch was
When they first come out with that,
Yeah, a lot of people thought
Bye.
that was real.
I thought it was
yeah.
I mean they created a website saying it was real, all kinds of stuff. They went all out.
I mean, they
They had a
They
documentary
stirred up
on
some shit.
Sci-Fi Channel.
stirred up some shit, definitely.
They went to Sundance and put missing signs all over
Yeah.
when it had its festival run.
Yeah.
That people really thought that shit was. They really did think it was real.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. I mean,
I
it
was
was
scared of
the
the
best.
woods. I was scared of the
His
woods
best
and
hope
stop
just
motion.
went out there.
Oh yeah.
But
And
I'm
I
a
love
Tremors
Blair
guy. Yeah, I love the Tremors. I've seen most all of them. So they kind
You
of
gotta
got
be
a little
communist
stupid
if you
there
don't
towards
like
the
Tremors,
end.
man. Tremors is like a American, like,
Oh yeah, yeah. So you
Can't
didn't
see
learn
it.
to get your beer closer to you, did you?
yeah, I know.
Well, hey, dude, I thought you had a beer bitch with you.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Just long story
Yeah,
short,
Butler.
we are in glorious Waco,
Oh.
Texas right now. We will be filming James Carn's little chicken film tomorrow. That's going to be pretty good. So yeah, that's what we're doing here, and that's why I was in a rush to get set up.
Is he
Yeah,
finishing up this weekend,
they ran
John?
off. Yeah, Parrish is going to be there. Parrish Randall from Circus of the Dead. We're doing this big old nice kill chicken scene. We get to bring a lot of firearms and blow up some props and stuff, so it's going to be fun.
Awesome.
Nice.
Can't wait to
Hell
see
yeah.
that one.
Support independent horror.
Hell yeah.
Unless
So we're
you're all
doing that
about
part.
stuff, and you can kiss my ass.
My throat still hadn't been the same since that giant cock got a hold to me.
I'm
Wow.
not surprised. Vic.
Ah!
Oh, wow.
It was a black one.
Wow.
Rip my throat out. Yeah.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
real quick before we carry this on, and we'll remember we almost had every profile removed from Facebook if we're talking about penises. Or
No, not we.
10
No,
minutes.
not we. You motherfucker.
You were into it. You were like, I hate it when it goes.
Oh yeah, that's not for true.
Your booby dance. They turned it back, John. That was better the other way.
Well, I'm trying to plug this damn phone into these damn this hotel fucking here, and it is not wanting to cooperate. So
Yeah, I know, Brett.
Okay, so, what is
There it
still
is.
considered the goriest horror movie ever made?
Brain Dead.
Yes.
Dead Alive.
There
Dead
we
Alive, yes.
go.
Is that also known as Brain Dead too, John, John, right?
Yeah,
Or
in
Breezy?
Australia, over there on that side of the world.
Yes, but it's still Dead Alive. It's
Yep,
Dead Alive to us, but yes,
New
you're right.
Zealand.
Fantastic movie.
Dude, one of the best lines in a movie ever. Your mother ate my dog. Well, not all of it.
So, hey, over the Roddy Piper line, it's the greatest line.
They
Well,
live.
it's a great fucking line. You got to admit, you got to give that some fucking credit, bro.
I know, I give it, but that I still love that. And this, what was They Live, Nate? 80,
87, 88.
Yeah, that was
So,
like
but,
80,
you know,
87,
I'm
88.
here to chew bubble gum. Kick some
Kick
ass.
some ass. I'm all out of
Kick some ass.
bubblegum.
Yeah.
All out of
Oh, that
bubblegum.
bubble gum.
So, John,
Yo,
favorite 90s horror movie?
favorite 90s horror movie? Man, that's a big question. Dude, I really enjoyed Wishmaster.
Yeah.
But oh, here we go. I finally got my laptop working. Let me see if this thing catches up. No, this thing sucks. All right. Anyway, no, this thing's. Yeah, I'm gonna have to turn this off. I've been like waiting for my laptop to connect forever. So anyway, what about a film called Thinner?
Well, no, I love Thinner, but I want to. Oh, where do you
He
go?
gone.
What happened? We lost John. There
No,
he
we
is. Oh, there's
replaced
David.
him
There's
with
Dave.
Daredevil
Hey,
Thinner.
we replaced John.
With Davey.
Hey, so here's
What
the
up,
one
brother?
thing I'd like to. I love Wishmaster, and I've wanted to meet. Here, John's about to come on. I got to have this conversation with John.
I got
John.
kicked off. Sorry,
Hey, I
guys.
need you to have this conversation with me, John.
Uh-oh. Is it
Okay.
a gay one?
Yeah, it's
Probably.
about. It's about it. It's going to go in your mouth.
Wow.
Promise.
be-
is
Monica,
promise.
Monica, don't
Uh,
just ignore these guys.
so, Wishmaster. What's the
What
guy's
about-
name? David.
Arnold Dick, like something off. Yeah, he was
No,
in
I
like
think the Wishmaster's David something.
yeah, you're right. Like it's like a Russian name.
David. No,
It's got
Andrew.
B's and
Divitt.
Z's in it or
Andrew
something.
Divitt. Andrew Divitt.
There you go.
Okay.
And he was in he was the Iceman or whatever in Another 48 Hours.
Well, the movie you ever seen what was that? What was that movie with the kid from Goonies, or what's his name? Sean Astin, where they go and take over the kids, small soldiers or
Toy soldiers.
Toy
toy
soldiers.
soldiers. You know, he was the bad guy in Toy Soldiers. I love Toy Soldiers.
Patrick Stewart.
And I'm not gonna lie, I remember seeing his face in part 2 of Wishmaster when he's like, what would you like? And he goes, I'd like my lawyer to go fuck himself.
Right.
And
That's
then
so
the
great.
lawyer calls him. He's like, hey, I got you out. And then the lawyer turns around and fucks himself. And he's now
It's
not
so
going to
great.
be in the situation. I didn't put two and two together. He was in Toy Soldiers. So when I went to go get his autograph, I was like, holy shit, you're in this movie. Dude, this is one of my favorite fucking movies.
Yeah,
And it would
Wishmaster's
confuse
great.
people nowadays because they have to negotiate with the FBI with a phone that has a cord to it. You know, we already had to explain what a phone booth was to some of these people. Now we got to play phones actually had cords connected to it.
Landlines.
Wishmaster was great.
Landline. There you go.
Long fucking cords
Yeah.
too. So you can
All
take
that
it to
freedom. It
another
gave you all
room.
that freedom, Breezy.
Yep.
Those long
Especially
cords.
15-foot long cord.
Yeah. I can
Yeah,
walk
yeah.
around. So much room for activities.
Yes.
Man, what about a film from the 90s? Y'all remember a little film called Thinner? It wasn't like a
Oh, yeah.
super huge horror film.
I hated it.
Man,
Loved
Stephen
it.
King.
Yeah, it was a
what I
Stephen King.
remembered
Yeah.
most about Thinner was the guy who was like Robert Burke, I think. He ended up being the douche that was RoboCop 3. And I always put those two together.
Oh.
It's the same guy. And like his voice is so terrible. Whenever he would speak in Thinner, I'd be like, it's fucking RoboCop from RoboCop 3. It's so bad.
Isn't that the one with the ninjas
When
and
he-
shit?
yeah.
The ninja
Yeah, there's
robot?
one. and He flies. It's
Stupid
PG-13.
fucking movie.
Brad.
Dude, RoboCop shoots at people and he's like sparks are dancing off the ground. People like dance. You're like, what are you doing, RoboCop? Blow them away like we know you wanna. But no, yeah, that movie's terrible. You need to do like a RoboCop 3
He had a
expose one
virus.
day on how fucked up it is. Like Nancy
See?
Allen was like, please kill me in this film because I never want to do this shit again.
Right.
You know, this is the reason I absolutely love you, John, because I remember watching Thinner thinking, fuck, this movie sucks ass. And it's good to know people like different things, and that's what we do. But if you
Hey
want to
man,
talk
body,
90s Stephen
body
King,
shaming, shit.
no,
Thinner was great.
Needful-
This is before its
I'm not
time.
body shaming anybody, I'm fat. So, Needful Things was
Well,
the 90s horror Stephen King for me.
At Bridge Farm.
Which one was it?
Needful Things.
90s Stephen King was terrible.
No,
Yeah.
the Needful Things was good. You remember Needful Things where they're like it's all
Max von
based on
Sydow.
greed?
Yeah, Satan comes
Yeah.
to that
Yeah.
small town. That was great.
Most
Yeah,
of Stephen King's
Satan
movies
comes
were
to-
good, so you go try and read the book because it just got you hooked just enough, and then
Yeah.
it sucked the rest of the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was
It's
the
pretty
last
farming,
of the Castle Rock. The Castle Rock
Oh, yeah.
story.
What's that?
That's what stuck for me. That was that Needful Things was the last of the Castle Rock universe,
Where
Oh,
everything
okay.
right? So everything up till then was all based in Castle
Mhm.
Rock, and then after that, it was like I don't know, man. After and Monica knows this because we talked about it before, but after Desperation, like I was out of Stephen King world. Like I couldn't do it anymore.
I get it.
But up until that point,
But
yeah, I was
everybody
down
wants to
like
get
a clown.
pissy about, well, The Shining wasn't anything like his book, and The Shining miniseries was so much better. And the Shining miniseries sucked ass.
Hey, well, Lance,
And I'll
Stephen
fight.
hated the movie.
I'll
Yeah,
fight.
it's pretty bad.
Monica's gotta get up on the hill.
Come on, Monica.
we,
I'll
We've
die on
had
that
that.
hill.
we've had that discussion.
Dude, I mean, yeah,
That-
I understand it. It matches the book. But when you go like Jack Nicholson with an axe and Steven Weber with a croquet mallet, you lose.
Thank
You
you.
fucking lose.
Well,
Okay.
then
Yeah.
Stephen King should go rewrite it with an axe.
Well,
That miniseries was
I
trash.
get it. I
Who read the book?
I just
Who
made
here
that,
read
that
the book?
point. It is exactly like the book.
Which
we're
book are you
on a
talking about?
tangent. So, Monica, real
90s?
quick, so we can go back to 90s. It took half the book before you got to the fucking hotel, anyways.
Yeah.
So it
Thank
doesn't
you.
matter. I don't want to stick with the book because I would have been bored before they got to the hotel. All right.
You got the kid from the original and the kid from the miniseries.
Yes. But the book was way better. If they could adapt that, I think it would have been better.
Well, only a genius made the movie in 1980, though. I mean, just Stanley Kubrick. You know, no
yeah,
big
but dude,
deal.
almost every book is almost
He had
way
some
better
misses,
when you
too.
experience like that and you put the time to read the book. It almost always will be way better. almost 1,000.
Yeah,
that,
well,
that whole
They're always
landing
better.
movie was horrible.
which one?
The moon landing he did.
Yeah, that was way too obvious. The moon landing, Breezy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry,
that's one of
Monica, I had to
my
go there.
That's cool.
I can't read that fast.
I know he puts them up
Yeah.
quick, doesn't he?
Okay. Well,
Up and down, up and down.
One of my favorite Christmas movies was in the 90s.
Scrooged? Or is that's the 80s?
Jack Frost.
That's a good one.
Did not go and
Oh, that was
replace
so
Jack
bad.
Frost
That was
with
so
the
bad.
PG Jack Frost.
That
Did
was
you
so
not go? I mean, am I the only Jack Frost fan here?
No, it's all right. I can watch it.
Once.
It's got rewatchability.
Yeah, it's
Don't
not
they-
one I seek out.
Don't they kill him in antifreeze or some shit like that?
That'd be great.
Okay. But I mean, you can put logic to this. It's still a snowman that came alive. It started off with no logic. All right.
Like rubber.
You know, it's like
Like
the people
rubber?
the people watch a movie like a car would never flip that way, and you're like, yeah, the alien fucking that cow over there is perfectly normal, but the car is fucked up. You know, let's talk about the car now.
Good point, sir.
Clockwork Orange.
Just wait till they see Velocipaster.
Now
That's the best CGI ever. man.
was Jack Frost banging that chick with the carrot? You can't tell me that wasn't hilarious.
Yeah, that was good.
Well, that's hilarious.
Yeah, that was a good funny part there.
Oh yeah. Okay, here's another one. Whit hasn't watched this movie yet, and he even watched the trailer and said, "I do not think this is probably one of the greatest '90s movies, but I think it's phenomenal. I also think the soundtrack is amazing. Demon Knight.
Oh
Excellent.
my gosh,
Yes.
love it.
Love it.
Excellent. Saw it opening weekend in the theaters with my dad.
Yep.
Did you? Were you like 30?
25-ish.
Good old Billy Zane.
Did you have hair at that time?
Yes, I still had hair.
No.
Billy Zane,
Yes.
great music.
Excellent.
That's phenomenal.
Soundtrack's awesome.
No, the only thing I hate about part of the band that played in there is I saw Pantera with Dimebag 9 times and never once. And Cemetery Gates is not one of my favorite songs.
Oh
It's my
gosh.
favorite solo. They never played it. I think the
They didn't
solo
play it when you saw them.
Huh?
I've seen it 3 times and they played it.
I've never seen them play it.
They're
Not-
coming again. I bet they play it now. Come up
Well,
to Dallas.
I want if Dimebag's not playing it, I don't give 2 shits to watch it.
Really? Okay.
Well, he won't
agree
be.
with you, Shane.
Well, that'll be a zombie movie
Well, he
for
won't
sure. If he
be.
plays. So.
I
Yeah.
agree with you
Big
on
enough.
that wholeheartedly.
Didn't mean to be like, ugh.
We made the pilgrimage all the way to Dimebag's grave 2 years ago. Saw Dime and Vinny, and yeah, I agree. When they were like, I mean, yeah, you got Zach and Charlie, but it's just not the same.
It's not the same.
Yeah,
I just want to stop real quick and point something out that Ben and Breezy will appreciate. David is fucking high off his ass right now. I know
He got
David.
into grandma's meds again.
I can see it in his eyes.
No.
Can you even see his eyes? He's like, "Hey guys, how you doing?"
Big is.
hey,
He keeps thinking, when was the fucking 90s?
He was still a wee
How long
baby.
ago was that?
So, what's your favorite movie? Frito Pie.
They
Dominoes.
told me there'd be cake. There's no cake. So
then you had like
another
90s was
horror
also
movie.
sequel land.
I would like to consider this a horror movie, and I mean, it may not. And it's more of like maybe a chick flick type horror movie, but I think
Oh,
this
I'm
is one
in.
of the hottest chicks ever. Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh yeah.
Eh,
It's borderline horror. It's more comedy than it is anything.
Yeah.
It's still
Yeah.
horror though.
you're gonna miss me on that one, buddy.
But if you
Sorry,
just want to squeeze it in
I
there,
got her
so you put
autograph.
that chick's name in.
I love her.
You're
She was
too
sweet.
hard up, too horny.
She was amazing.
She was sweet.
As soon as her Playboy came out, I bought it. Believe it or not, there were magazines back in the day, and you had to buy them. We didn't get internet and Google.
Who'd you pay
Right.
to buy it for you?
Huh?
Who'd you pay to buy it for you?
Well, I bought it myself.
Oh, you're 18.
So mature. He loves the articles.
You looked 18. That's what it was.
Yeah, right.
We all know I don't know how to read.
You bought it for the articles?
That's right.
No. I only bought 2 Playboys. The rest were given to me.
Solid.
Solid. Yeah.
I'd
You
say,
had none
I'd
of
say,
those wood magazines, like back in the bayou, you just like there was like a community. You had to like go out in the middle of the woods, and some dirty asshole would leave one in the stump of a tree somewhere.
Dude, that's where I found my first one.
Oh, wow.
I swear to God, outside
Yeah.
of Livingston, Texas.
Ben, I know. I'm from Texas
Yeah.
too. I understand. I know.
No, we used to
I
pick
know.
them up. I had to walk to school in Midland from my apartments to Abel High School, and we'd find
Guess what?
porn.
You find a
It's like
porn
some
on the
guy
mag,
just
you don't
threw 'em
make
out
it to
and said,
school.
I want some little fucker to find them.
There
And we
used to
found
be a porn fairy, I think, and he got caught.
the porn
Little
doing
Johnny
day.
Porn Rag, just
Yeah.
dropping them around.
Off the top of my nugget, though, I gotta say the hottest horror chick from the '90s, just off the top of my head, would be the chick from Return of the Living Dead 3. That chick was.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Who also played Angel.
Great.
What's her name in Spawn?
Directed by Brian Usna, man. The effects were great in that film. Real good practical effects.
Hell yeah.
A great
There's Grandma.
suggestion.
There's Grandma.
Hi there.
Yeah.
Hey, Grandma.
That's my girl.
Melinda, right? Something. What's it? Melinda?
No, I
Yeah,
went to
Melinda
Midland to
something.
Wanda.
Houston. Hey, Grandma.
Mindy Clark, right?
Yeah.
There it is.
He was in Spawn also. That Spawn don't get a credit that it deserves. It's not horror. But
That's it.
Breezy, one more time.
Yep. Don't mind anything under the table that's going on.
If the tables are rocking, don't come in.
Yeah, I know what you
phenomenal fucking movie.
Y'all tripping Grandma out.
You are being right.
You are being nice.
It was be nice.
Oh, boy.
Well, I mean, she definitely had more than you have.
Hey. Hey, we gotta go in.
Oh, yeah.
Grandma.
Well, hey, so
Grandma turned me red.
Okay.
this was started in '89, but
Already
it
off
peaked in
the
the
rails.
'90s. This peaked
Already
in
off
the
the
'90s.
Up on.
Rhonda Shear.
Rhonda.
Oh my God! I did not want, this woman got me into more movies than you would ever believe. I watched Toxic Avenger from because of her. I watched People Under the Stairs.
Friday the
because
13th.
of her. I mean, '90s movie. Here's your '90s
Yeah.
horror. I don't think
Yeah,
I
it was a
ever
scary
watched
movie.
this movie, and maybe I would have, because the cover was cool, but it's not impactful. You know, we talk about, and when we did our '80s discussion, is when we went to rent movies or we were trying to find stuff, we based it off covers. Okay, David, I love you for this, but you see that Slaughterhouse picture? That's an original poster David gave me, the last cult classic. I only rented it because the cover was badass.
Right.
All did.
That is an '80s movie, but I don't know if I would have rented People on the Stairs. I probably would have. The cover didn't like have that impact. But
But Wes
Rhonda,
Craven was hot.
Rhonda
Wes Craven
delivered
was
it to
hot.
me. Yes. Well, Rhonda, non-horror wise, she got me into Revenge of the Nerds and stuff like that as well. Porky's. Once I rented them, I realized they were way better. You know, the nudity factor was phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
Two boys.
Lots
That's
of
how I watched. I watched them for the articles.
Sure.
That's right.
Yeah.
Watch them for the articles. Yeah.
So
To see what kind of athletic abilities they really had.
y'all want to have like a really disturbing '90s horror conversation? because you're gonna have a conversation that probably you wouldn't expect, especially for me. But I think it needs to be had because I have my opinions on this one.
When don't you have an opinion?
Scream. Which one? Number one or number 14? Which
I
one?
think Scream 2 is definitely better.
He hates Scream.
Let's talk about Scream. Come on, Lance. Lance loves Scream.
Yeah,
I don't like
Scream,
Talk
man.
about Scream. Talk about Scream. Lance.
Lance is a Scream man. There's your
I am.
boogeyman hiding in the bushes
Scream's
with
awesome.
a knife.
Hey, they went crazy watching horror movies, and they did it themselves. And it's got the good twist, the good turns, a great killer. The ghost, you got to admit, Ghostface, great killer.
Hold on. I got. Look, we have Monica and Breezy.
Yeah, the only reason I like it is the humor.
Y'all watched Scream. So
Yeah.
Monica, what's your thoughts on Scream?
Well, it was filmed where I grew up, so I like it because of that, if nothing else. But if you put it in the context of when it came out, it was a good movie.
It was
Okay, Breezy.
Yeah, it was like a social phenomenon, definitely.
Yeah.
Cultural.
I dug it because it was Wes Craven, and like I personally didn't like People Under the Stairs, so it was kind of like a I don't know, how would you call it, like
Man, the incestual gimp, man, that's fantastic. I thought
Right.
that was fucking great.
Feeling woozy over here.
it was like like a comeback, I guess you'd say. Like he actually hit it in round 2. You know what I mean? Because I mean, when I was a kid, of course, Nightmare on Elm Street was, top dog. You know what I mean? But so seeing it come back and going, all right, Wes Craven's actually doing something good besides People Under the Stairs. I was happy with it.
And he didn't remake anything. He brought a brand new
Right.
guy out.
Yeah.
Original.
Yeah.
Wanted Drew Barrymore to play the lead role. She couldn't.
Killed
do
her
it.
off quick, which is rare.
Yeah, but he wanted her for the lead.
Right.
No, I have my respect for the movie.
It
I
does
thought
have
you could
it does
stand
have a terrible kill though. One of the kills is the garage door.
Oh,
Like,
it's
dude,
my
right.
favorite.
That's
Shut up.
excellent.
Like an industrial
Shut up.
fucking garage door.
That's an
opener, lift
excellent
it.
kill.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Like,
Okay.
what was that
Creative.
fucking
Come on.
garage door made out of?
Rose
Holy
McGowan's
shit.
she was itty bitty.
Look,
It's
if
plausible.
Even
in
still,
my
it's saying
opinion,
she was a $1.06. There ain't
$1.05.
no garage door lifting a $1.06.
3/4 horsepower. Plausible.
hey,
Hell yeah.
it's horror. It's movies. We can't talk logic with movies because we
They
just
can-
talked
yeah.
about a snowman.
They don't make them like that anymore, John.
So
I know, but like the garage door, that one was a little, I don't know, it still sticks in my head. Like,
Hilarious.
Good
That's
kill.
why- that's why it was so
Practical
effective.
practical effects.
yeah,
Practical
so
effects.
you can't
Yes.
lift her.
Something that movies are lacking lately.
That's right.
well,
Big
I don't know,
time
man.
And that's
lacking.
why they
And
suck.
like, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
dog on Scream. It obviously made millions of dollars, was hugely successful, has like 7 freaking sequels. But it was like I always liked like Jason, Michael, and Freddy because they were like ethereal, like supernatural. You couldn't just take them out. They were like these beings. But like Ghostface, you could be like, I'd be like, oh, dude, you got a knife? Dude, like I've been married for 25 years. I would not be scared of Ghostface. I would be like, fuck you, dude. Let's fucking do it. Like you and your buddy. Oh, there's 2 of you? Oh, well, check this out. I'm from Texas. Like, I don't know. Like, the Ghostface guys were never too scary. But like Jason, a mongoloid crazy cannibal like Leatherface, even though he's not supernatural, that's scary as shit.
Wow.
Like two prep boys who like never can't even change their own tire. That
But you don't know it's
doesn't
them.
seem scary.
The thing is, the problem
That's
I
a
have
good
with
point.
Scream is I didn't like the concept. I didn't like the storyline. There are elements that I did enjoy. If you take Jamie Kennedy out of the movie, I will not watch it. Period. Okay.
Well, yeah, he's
I
like the
think
quintessential
he was the
horror
best
nerd.
part of the movie.
Yeah,
Yes.
I agree.
Okay.
It's fantastic.
The problem I have with
You
Scream
wanted to be Jamie
is-
Kennedy.
I would,
Yeah.
He wanted to do
fucking
Jamie
awesome.
Kennedy.
The reason I have the biggest issues is I was not sold on Scream. And then the Wayans decided to make another movie
Scary.
called Scary Movie, which With Scream was originally supposed to be called Scary Movie, right?
I don't think so.
And then
I
he
don't know,
changed
maybe.
it
Mhm.
to Scream, and then
It's a
Scary Movie
Scream,
came
baby.
out. Now, every time I watch Scream, I want him to go, "What's that? What's that?" You know, I can't take the fucker serious anymore.
Yeah.
So you got a problem with the original movie because somebody did a remake parody of it.
And I
Yeah, there's
love
a
the remake.
satire.
I love
That
the
ain't
remake.
fair.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
You
The one
have,
that they make was funny as hell. That
you
was
have
good.
Carmen Electra rubbing. He stabs it. Fake boob comes out. I mean,
Yeah.
the garage scene. No, yeah. You're right. You got me on this one. I have no argument on it. Yes, I do. I do not like Scream because I love Scary Movie, and they fucked Scream for me.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
No,
What
fair.
about Scary Movie 2? Holy crap.
Oh, take my weak hand. Take my good arm.
like the small hand stuff, but man, like when you do like dick jokes, you have to have context. You can't just go like, "Here's my dick." That's not funny. You have to like there has to be a setup,
What?
a delivery.
I've been
an
doing it all
execution.
wrong.
And
Duly
it's
noted.
like, that movie is just like I don't know, man.
I would
It seems
say
like
Waiting disagrees with you.
Waiting.
The movie Waiting.
The Batwing.
Here's my dick.
The
Yeah.
goat.
Batwing.
I'm kind of talking
Yeah,
about
where
the
he's
goat.
like, yeah.
Yeah, my
That
goat.
movie's
So,
awesome.
here's
There's
my
no
goat.
context.
Dick in it so far.
Like fart jokes and dick jokes are great, but they have to be done right. Like you look at like the Naked Gun or something. There's a complete setup. There's a freaking formula to the dick joke, and it's just like bam, perfect. But sometimes when you just like a Jack Black movie or something like that, or like a Seth Rogen movie, when it's just like
You're
I
like,
don't
I
know.
love to see their penises.
Yeah, I guess a lot of real wrinkly.
Is it the wine?
Do you want some wine? What about Frankenhooker?
Classic.
Yeah,
Patty.
classic.
Oh
Cult
yeah,
classic.
yeah. And she's what, like 80 years old, and she's still smoking hot.
She's still
Yeah,
on.
she's still kicking it.
Yeah,
That's for
she's
sure.
a sweet lady too.
Pal Patty Mullen.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
You know, she dated one of the Misfits.
Oh shit,
Mhm.
that doesn't
Oh
surprise
yeah. Wasn't Jason Goes to Hell was 90s, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
So
Yeah.
that was a miss. Okay,
me. Jason
I
Goes to
enjoyed
Hell
the
was
movie because I
2003.
look, I have it here. I know what that
versus
is.
Jason
Oh yeah,
versus
Shane, we can all see that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was that?
I don't know.
I
Can you
don't
come
know.
on
There
my
was a
mic?
glare.
The
I think it was a
reflection of the
disco
glare.
ball.
If you could just adjust it
There
like
was
this,
a
we could,
glare. But the thing is Jason Goes to Hell had a bigger purpose. Okay. The reason it wasn't Jason, because in the comics you find out Jason's
He's
a
a
deadite.
deadite. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just a person turning into through all these people, like all the Deadites did in the Evil Dead movies. And then he was killed by the Necronomicon. I mean, by the Kandarian dagger. The Necronomicon was in the movie.
Mhm.
Freddy's hand comes out at the end, pulls it down. Freddy versus Jason wasn't till 2001.
I think it's 2002 or 1, 2 or
Yeah.
3,
Right.
somewhere in there.
Early 2000s.
But we had an opportunity, if people would just enjoyed that movie and read the comics, we'd have had Freddy versus Jason, and then we would
Versus
have had
Ash.
Freddy versus Jason versus Ash. Can you right now picture what that would fucking look like?
Unfortunately,
Damn,
it probably
that's
end up
true.
like Army of Darkness.
Wait, are you not an Army of Darkness fan?
No, it's great, but it's nowhere near Evil Dead 2, and you know the studio like
Yeah, but
Sam
it's
Raimi
Army of
got
Darkness
fucking
is better than Evil
hammered
Dead
by the
1.
studio. Say again?
Army of Darkness is better than Evil Dead 1.
Well, of course, not Evil Dead 2. Evil Dead 2
No,
is just Evil
no,
Dead
Evil
1
Dead 2 is the
redone
greatest.
again anyway.
No, Evil Dead 2 is the greatest.
Evil Dead
Right.
1's a
Yeah,
college
fight,
flick.
fight, fight. Right.
No, we both agree.
Right.
Evil Dead 2 is phenomenal.
Yeah,
It
Evil Dead
is
2
the
is the
best.
best. But,
Evil
but
Dead
Okay.
Army of Darkness was not what it was supposed to be. Sam Raimi had a bigger. It was supposed to be Evil Dead 3, and he had to name it Army of Darkness because some studio suit was like, nobody wants fucking Evil Dead 3, and he had to reach. I don't know, dude. He got fucked over by the studio.
I didn't know that.
Oh, absolutely. It wasn't supposed to be Army of Darkness. He was making.
It
Evil
was
Dead
still
3.
supposed to be the whole going back into past, right?
Correct, but like almost everything was changed because he got a slightly bigger budget. Now, some of the effects were really great, and it got butchered. There's like 5 different cuts. You can get like the bootleg cut, you can get like a European cut, the theatrical American cut. There's so many different. That thing got butchered, kind of like the New Blood, like Friday the 13th Part 7. It got cut back big time, and was made PG-13 on purpose because it wanted to be specifically put to a wider audience.
Like Part 6.
Yeah, just like it.
Yeah. Well,
Part
that's-
6 is still rated R though.
Yeah, but Part 6 still had no nudity in it. And
It's
which,
just no boobs.
yeah. But did you watch a Jason movie for Jason?
Yes. And I
No,
watched it for boobs.
liar.
too. I'm not lying. I ain't
Yeah.
lying.
We got
I'm a
As a
sports
child-
fan.
Shane Bradford.
So did I.
Yeah.
No, me too. That's why I watched them. I love them.
Yeah, Jason's
Yeah.
great.
Oh,
Jason's
it-
my favorite slasher to begin with. You guys already know that. I mean, John and I talked. John has his whole side project with Jason and Punisher. The person that got me into reading comics was Punisher and Blade, and my favorite slasher is Jason. So there's a connection I actually have with, and John and I have talked about it with those characters.
Because you know what's good shit there, sir.
I do think they should not have kept going with Evil Dead without Ash. I know Ash said there could be Evil Deads without Ash. There's something about that Ash character that really embraces
Or
it.
Mia, or even Mia.
No, don't even start. I can. I
He
know
was
how
at-
I
he
can
was-
remove you from this.
He was
What?
actually in the remake.
Bingo.
He's one of the
Mia.
At the very
one
end.
of the Deadites
Who
in
was?
the remake.
No,
Bruce Campbell.
no. The remake, yes, but it's the what is the Rise is supposed to be a continuation from the Evil Dead saga.
The Rise is going to be its own trilogy. It's going to
Yes.
get yeah.
I just there's something about it. I mean, so John brought up Evil Dead 2. That's still 80s. Evil Dead 1. Thank you for creating it. They lost some rights, so they created Evil Dead 2. Ash became Ash in Evil Dead 2. Evil Dead 1, he didn't become Ash till like the last 5 minutes.
I know,
Okay.
right? He's always like so scared. It's like the
Yes.
other guy doing all the work in Evil Dead
Yes.
1.
So Evil Dead 2, and then you have your Army of Darknesses. And then, not 90s, Ash vs. Evil Dead.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Bringing back Lucy Lawless, too, by the way.
Yes.
I liked the series until the last season. I thought the last season was fucking out there, but
Well, the deal is
Yeah.
it was out there, but if they would have kept it going, the apocalyptic concept they had would have killed it.
That's easy for you to say.
Problem, and I want you guys to hear this. Everyone watching right now, stop bootlegging shit. Pay for the shit so we can keep it going, okay?
Right.
Everyone
Fuck that.
bootlegged Ash versus Evil Dead.
Fuck that.
No one watched it on Stars. I bought Stars just to watch it. I didn't give a shit about the rest of the stuff. But Ash vs. Evil Dead was on there, so I paid for it.
Howard's gonna pirate, dude.
Yeah.
Howard's gonna pirate.
Don't be that piece of shit.
Don't be
Stop
that piece
it,
of shit.
okay?
Dude, if
Especially
it's
You
illegal,
love
I'm
something,
doing
pay
it.
for it.
If it's illegal, I'm going for it. I don't care.
But, the thing is, you're only pirating porn, Breezy.
Yeah.
You get that for
No
free,
one
dude.
pays for porn anymore.
Chinese porn.
What do you guys think about Man's Best Friend?
Oh, yeah, that was great. I like that. I like creatures. And dogs, they go into that category.
Absolutely. And I mean, the whole concept of that dog. I mean, that's Cujo on fucking steroids.
How about in Friday when
There
his
is
dad's
one movie
watching, he's like a
I'm
mailman,
surprised Shane
and
hadn't
he's like,
brought
"Get
up.
him, run,
Hold
run!"
on. What are you saying, John?
Up this one. What about Maniac Cop 2? You're such a fan of Maniac Cop.
I
And
am. I
every
think
and
Maniac
anything
Cop
with
1
the
is
number
phenomenal.
2
I think
behind it.
Maniac Cop Good is good. Maniac Cop 3 is okay. But part 1 is the best.
Because it has who in it?
I just had to throw
Bruce
that
Campbell.
out there because
Lorraine
Bruce
Landon
Campbell.
is also in it.
No.
Lorraine Landon's a beautiful human being.
What about, did you guys ever watch Dr. Giggles?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
You remember the sucking the guts out from with the tube?
Oh,
Yep. I rewatched that recently, like not even 2 weeks ago. And I was like,
Dr. Giggles. It was a good time.
Dr. Giggles and the dentist. The dentist and Dr.
oh,
Yeah, they
yeah.
came out about the same time.
Corbin Burnson is the
Corbin
dentist.
Burnson, yeah.
The dentist.
Oh yeah. So I did. My wife, we got transferred again to another location, and I did the whole cameo thing with Corbin Burnson. My wife will not watch The Dentist, and she's a big Psych fan. He's part of Psych, so I paid for the cameo and said, hey, look, tell my wife, everyone, moves, all that stuff, blah, 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 that sentimental shit. And then I said, I need you to end it with saying, I need you to watch The Dentist with your husband.
Y'all ever watch it?
No.
Way to go, Corbin. Not convincing. Get your money back.
If he can't do it, no one can.
Yeah, but man, how cool was that for like a 90s TV star to get a role like that, to be able to just let loose and fucking go ape shit crazy?
I know him from Major League.
Right. Yeah, Major
Yeah.
League. He was in some sitcom too. But yeah, man,
This
like
motherfucker out.
just to go to fucking the dentist, like it was so left field. You're like, oh, wait, it's gonna be the obstetrician next. Like they were just coming out of nowhere.
The obstetrician.
All right, I got one for you.
I hate dentist.
It's a 90s horror.
Oh,
You
hey,
can love
David.
it or you can hate it. All right. So what do y'all think about? What do you think about Interview with the Vampire?
I like it.
Yeah.
Not book accurate, but it's good.
Yay.
I was
a lot of it's in New Orleans,
right?
And
I think they don't sparkle.
They do not sparkle.
I like how it hits the lore, the vampire lore, pretty heavy.
It's a very
pretty
well made
accurate.
film.
Yeah,
Great sets.
I agree, John.
Cinematography's great. Soundtrack's great. Score. It's a good movie.
Brad Pitt, one of my favorites.
I was too big of a fan of the books, so like I read all those like religiously, and me and Monica we've had these conversations about the Anne Rice novels versus the movies.
Look at the
But,
big
like,
brain, all breezy, all reading and shit.
I
Hell yeah!
do read me from time to time.
Hell yeah!
But yeah, so book accurate wise, how Lestat was made and all that is just totally but given it for what it is, it was a very good movie. And yeah, it kept
ton of money.
It made its money.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Monica, you guys had a discussion. I want to know what Monica thinks. And if you guys had a discussion about this already.
Yeah, we've gone in depth about it. That and the Mayfair Witches, which is on TV now.
Yeah.
Which I like. I like that. I like that show. But Interview with the Vampire, I mean, it was entertaining. I was disappointed in the cast selection for Lestat because he doesn't look at all like Lestat. But I mean, he's a good actor. The movie overall, it was all right. It was good. It was entertaining, at least.
I like how they kept
That
the
was,
Louisiana feel to it, the New Orleans feel.
Yeah.
That was top notch. But yeah, and like Lestat was made by Marius. That's total.
Well, that's
that's
Queen of the Damned.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was Queen of the Damned. Okay, my bad. Shit. I think that was 90s too, right?
It was
2000.
Yeah.
No, that
98, I thought.
Interview with the Vampire with Tom Cruise, right?
Slayers on the
Yeah.
Right.
soundtrack, and that was it was the Bloodline song. That's early 2000s. Slayers on the soundtrack.
Oh, was it? Okay.
It can't now that because Aaliyah was dead 2001, right?
So Queen
Yeah,
of the Dead,
she-
when,
It
that
was
was
like
90s?
2000.
I thought it was before that because that was all.
I thought it came out before. It might have been 2000.
Yeah.
She died before the movie was. She
Yeah,
died
someone.
before it
If
was
we just could
released.
find out.
It's a 2002.
2002.
Technology.
It was 2002.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she died
That one
before
I
it was,
enjoyed.
came out.
I
Interview
knew
with
it was
Vampire, I
that
was.
fucking Slayer soundtrack. I knew it was. I knew.
So the movie came out after she died, then, right?
She did.
Yeah, she died right before it came.
No, she died. Then the movie.
Okay, that's
came
what I meant,
out,
yeah.
And Korn, Jonathan, the dude from Korn was the voice of Lestat when he sang in that. Jonathan Davis.
There you go.
Whatever.
I didn't know that.
Huh.
Yeah.
Hey,
But see, that's one of the cool things about the book about that is Lestat never, when he was doing those big arena shows and shit, he didn't even need a microphone because he was both singing, but he was also telecasting the sound into the heads of the people. You know, so it was part telepathy and part
Okay,
vocal
book nerd.
in the
Yeah.
book.
Okay, nerd. Go outside, nerd. Go outside, nerd.
All right, so
I'm surrounded by nerds getting called a nerd.
okay, so I have one more that just like we made the 90s. It's from 1990, but the movie Misery, Kathy Bates.
we just talked
Yeah,
about it.
Yeah, that's one Whit picked.
Yeah, you're way late.
Well,
You got in late.
Great movie.
Yeah.
the one thing
Good
that-
pick,
the
Dave.
thing
Good.
about
I got in
that
late,
fucking
okay.
movie, because I never read
Yeah.
the book, but when you found out that she killed her
Me neither.
dad, well, what's his name? Realizes she killed her dad.
Kathy Bates.
Yeah.
Oh.
She was phenomenal.
Hey, let's not
Mhm.
forget Kathy Bates' other 90s film, Dolores
She
Claiborne.
played that part
shit was
very
badass.
good. She was sinister.
Dude, she fucking murders the shit out of her husband, bro.
He
Like,
deserved
and
it.
Dolores Claiborne is like, it might even be
Whoa.
Wow, Monica.
Drag us out of that pit and murder him again.
She's like, fucking savage. Oh, I got to ask you a question, Lance. There was
You
a
said
Michael
Jake
Myers
Boyd.
movie that came out in the 90s
Yeah.
of Michael Myers. What do you think about that one?
Which one? Rob Zombies or the other?
Curse of Michael Myers.
Huh?
The
In the 90s?
Yeah, the Curse of Michael Myers.
Oh,
Oh.
With,
I liked them. I liked them.
With Ant-Man. What's his name? Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd.
All right.
Yeah,
Enjoyed it?
I liked them. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I can't stand Michael Myers. I kind of enjoyed that one.
I didn't like the whole Illuminati tattoo.
It's
thing
all right.
going
It's-
on. Like I think
It's not for everybody.
I don't know.
The ancient
Yeah.
ruins.
I just don't think it should have went. I think it should have been always kept a secret, like the reason why he keeps coming back, and then they give it this occultish type of a reason why.
He had sex with his
The
niece.
only
you know what I mean?
thing Halloween ever fucked themselves on is with the recreation of the Halloween movies, what they could have probably done prior to it with making part 3, which is my favorite. It has nothing to do with Myers. I thought it was a better movie, but if like you had those recent ones, where they did, what's her name coming back and all that, the last ones, if they would have made
Laurie
Myers
Strode.
the silver shamrock robot, they would have nailed it.
Missed opportunity.
Missed opportunity.
Yeah,
Versus Terminator.
With 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah. They messed up. Those last. Oh,
but man, that's such a deep cut. It is like so deep.
because Corey Cunningham. I mean, first of all, who the fuck is Corey Cunningham? And then second of all, why is he wearing Michael's mask? Nobody wears his mask but Michael.
Right.
They dropped the ball.
Oh,
on that
you
one
talking
big
about
time.
the last trilogy?
Yeah, the last one. They dropped the ball big time.
I really liked that first one though. Like the first
It
one
was all
really
right.
good.
It was all right.
And then the second one was like God, and then the third one was like, oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much.
I kept going, who the fuck is Corey Cunningham? Throughout the whole movie. Who the fuck is this guy?
Well, I mean, you can try to do something different. It doesn't always work out, and that is a
No, it didn't work out.
Yeah, it's a prime example.
No.
It did not work out.
Come hang out in my tunnel with me. It'll be cool.
But he's gonna be the new he's gonna be in the new Santa, they're doing Deadly Night, Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Deadly Night, yeah.
Corey Cunningham, he's gonna be the new Billy, I guess, whatever.
You don't remake that movie.
Is that a remake?
Yeah, they're
or a
remaking it.
Continuation. Oh my gosh, they have 5 of them
Yeah.
already.
You don't remake that movie.
No, you don't. Correct.
What was it? Slumber Party they remade too? The
Where did you
Australian
go?
group.
For real?
Yeah. They did remake Slumber Party Massacre.
Yeah, that wasn't
Okay, I don't even know what it's about. I mean, I know it's supposed to be.
right. Terrible.
Terrible. You guys ever see Demon Wind?
Yes.
Demon Wind?
Oh yes. Didn't we watch that for our Horrorland review?
It had like a
remember
video
that.
game type
Demon
cover,
Wind
right?
is fun.
Is that when he goes and that alien comes out of the wall
Yep.
or whatever, and all the 80s
Yep.
effects?
80s
Yeah.
effects rule.
80s effects rule, but Demon Wind was in the 90s.
Man, I think it was Breezy. He brought up Night of the Living Dead, Return of the Living Dead 3, right? Man,
You're right.
God, that was such a good fucking movie.
It really was.
I almost like forgot all about that. I probably haven't seen that in years. I remember the practical effects were so good.
I think it's better than part 2. Way better than part 2.
I would probably agree because it was like I remember like the Mexican gangbangers. They're like, oh, he got bit in a convenience store, and they're like, hey, he'll be okay. Yeah, we'll just go look for him. And
Oh,
beat his
yeah,
ass.
I knew it.
And then he like
That was
We got
good.
back.
that movie was
That's
so
funny as shit.
good. Yeah, that movie was so good,
You need to see that one, Ben. Put that one on the list, Ben.
dude. It's
Yeah.
worth
Okay.
it, bro. It's worth
You'd
it.
like that one, Ben.
So,
Go ahead. Does it have another fucking dick in it?
No, no
Say
dick.
right now.
No,
No dick.
have you,
no.
See,
no,
y'all
hey,
don't
real quick,
understand.
Ben, before we go into another
Why are you
conversation
so
we're gonna
afraid
have,
of dicks, man?
have you watched Society yet? Remember, it's peaceful, good horror movie.
Good horror movie.
Society. Oh, dude, you're
You
terrible.
can watch it with your family too,
Crazy,
What's
Ben.
wrong with
crazy
you?
movie.
Watch
I don't
it
have
with
a
your
Rich
family
people
because
get
of
there
y'all.
too. That's all it is.
Hey,
Watch it with us, Ben.
so we
I think he's in denial. He's probably seen it already and doesn't want to admit it.
want to talk about.
I would have watched it if it wasn't for previous recommendations from this crowd that are untrustworthy and fucking give me a little twitch, to be honest with you.
Just
You got
How
he
about
got
that
trust
guy
issues
for the
now.
top corner?
And then Lance is all, oh, you gotta watch Society. Yeah, the
If
fuck.
Lance says it, he's honest. I mean, he's the
Right.
probably most. I mean, we're all honest. I will probably screw you the most, but Lance,
That's
if
for
Lance
true.
said watch it, you should watch it, man. Trust Lance, man. Who doesn't trust Lance?
Hey Ben, Return of the Living Dead's got motorcycles in it.
There you
No,
go.
no, we're talking about Society.
It does, right?
I'm not all about
Society.
dicks and motorcycles, guys. There's more to me than just dicks and motorcycles.
I came here to fix motorcycles and look at dicks. I'm all out of dick.
Dude, you need to capture that, Shane. There's more to me than dicks and motorcycles. You need to capture that.
Yeah.
That's fucking great, Ben.
Okay, so we talked about family and the people that we wouldn't see, like with Lance. Lance is like one of the kindest people I've ever met in my entire life. So is a one character or an actor in Lake Placid, 90s.
Yep.
Who am I talking about?
Lake
The
Placid.
Betty
beautiful Betty Davis.
Betty
No,
White.
it's Betty
Betty
White.
White. I'm sorry. Yes, Betty White.
Betty
Thank
White.
you.
Betty White did not have Betty Davis.
Betty
eyes.
Davis.
I'd back
The
that
Kim
up very
Carnes
quick
classic.
as well.
Betty White. Did you see her playing that role?
That was awesome.
That was awesome.
Could you? No,
Jake.
Golden Girls.
Dude, you can't.
She was great.
Kills it, dude. You can't go wrong with Betty White.
You could not.
What'd you do? I fed
That
him
is
to the
America's
gator.
sweetheart right there.
Yeah, most definitely.
I hope the gator wins.
Yeah. Monica, you see Betty playing that role?
Did I see Betty play that? Yeah.
Really? I was caught off guard. The first time I ever watched it, I was like, "Holy shit!"
That was her
This is
personality
the
all over
Golden
the
Girls,
place.
the
Yeah.
sweetest of the Golden Girls, playing a fucking.
Have you heard her
goddamn
like, talk in
alligator
interviews?
person.
That was on course with her personality.
Oh, she nailed it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, what about Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Next Generation?
There you go.
Hey, Matthew McConaughey. End of story.
I mean, it had its
No.
moments, but
was-
That was all. That was it.
It was not a good
Yeah.
movie at all.
My best
Yeah.
friends in that movie, you know,
That's it.
Tyler Shea Cohn for life.
Yes,
That's right.
It was not a good movie, but Matthew's character.
Unhinged, man.
Yes.
Well,
Him
the
and Renee Zellweger said they shunned that movie, right?
Yep.
well the cool breezy factoid on that one is that the original, Toby Hooper, that was those cats. Where'd I go?
Yeah, it's a breezy factoid. You're
Yeah,
all
oh,
about Big
breezy.
Green.
I was
It's
like,
all
how did I
you,
get
buddy.
all this stuff? And yeah, so the gig on that was when Toby Hooper originally did the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That was all their first movies. They were all straight out of film school out of UT. And Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Next Generation, Matthew McConaughey and Renee Zellweger were fresh out of UT. So it's kind of like a
Repeat.
a regeneration, recasting. Yeah.
Hook 'em horns, baby.
yeah.
I
So
didn't know
does
that.
anybody know? Did anybody know who played Leatherface?
In that movie?
Yeah.
I know he passed away. I forget his name.
Robert Jacks.
That's it. That's
You have his autograph?
I do not, and I do not know anybody that has it. Yeah, that's the most rare of all the Leatherfaces, because it wasn't long after the movie that he passed away.
Right.
I have a rare Leatherface autograph that David gave me up here.
Yeah,
The
I have a rare fake one that. Yeah, I found
Pirate gonna
fake.
pirate. Pirate's gonna pirate.
I got
You
it.
can't help it.
I
Can't see it.
What's
There you
his
go.
freaking name?
Nice.
Who is that, David?
Jerry Green.
Who is he?
So he played the cowboy that was in the, that was in the cemetery that walked Marilyn Burns out to the grave.
Don't mind if you take your girlfriend for a while.
Yeah, yeah, and he's the oldest living cast member. I believe he just turned 92.
Damn.
Oh, hell. Wow.
Yeah, and you got a bunch of autographs from him, right?
Yeah. I mean, he's only done signings with me.
So, sharing it right now in the chat. If you need autographs, David even has proof that he got them signed. David has a bunch of them. And David's giving one away tonight, and we'll get to that later. But thank you, David. I mean, nice guy, right?
What a
He's a
guy.
sweetheart. He's a sweetheart, even though he's a turd.
Glad to know he's my friend.
Hey,
So,
hey, Brittany.
oh,
better.
Sneaker.
hey, why didn't you have her the whole time?
Yeah, what's up with that?
going on?
She didn't want to be on camera.
Horse
She's the
shit.
better part of the camera.
I know that.
Yeah.
That's what I told her.
My little sister right there. We had someone commented earlier about urban legends. It was 90s. Does anybody have
Oh.
anything positive to say about urban legends?
Jared Leto's in it.
I almost forgot completely about that movie. Thanks a lot, Shane.
Yeah, I think I repressed that one.
Now
I didn't bring it up.
remember.
Pat brought it up.
What about Flatliners?
That was damn good. I wouldn't call it horror though. Well, maybe I
I
guess.
don't know if I'd call it horror. You have Uncle Sam was 90s.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
That was the dude that made Maniac Cop. Made Uncle Sam. He directed.
Joe Castro special effects.
Joe Castro special effects too.
See? I pay attention.
What about Bad Moon?
Oh,
Bad Moon, nice.
It's a good one. Yeah.
Nice.
Nice werewolf movie.
Really is.
it's a
Well, so
good.
have y'all mentioned Candyman?
I said that earlier. Yeah.
So fucking late.
That was right before Misery.
Hey, that's why that I asked, motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
Okay.
Have swing your own time.
Out here
Hey, you
recently.
guys want to know what is one of the greatest ever 90s horror movie ever? Ernest Scared Stupid.
Yes.
That
You know what I
gave
mean?
my kids fucking nightmares forever. She's 30-something years old, and I think she's still scared of that fucking movie. Ernest Scared Stupid. All the kids in the tree and shit.
Well, in Ernest Scared Stupid, the mask from Ernest Scared Stupid or the mask from Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Right.
They reused the mask to make Ernest Scared Stupid.
Bingo.
And I fucking love Ernest. I just love Ernest as a person because I think we should all be good to each other and be kind to each other. And he felt that way. And 2 days before he died, he was at a children's hospital. And the guy asked, "Hey, dude, you have cancer. Why are you still here?" And he goes, "Because I can give these kids hope and they want me to be here." And he died 2 days later.
Oh,
I
that,
love her.
Be good.
he had a good heart.
He had a good heart. I love my
Hey, I'll tell
Ernest
you what,
movies.
it's the
Ernest
90s,
Scared
90s
Stupid was
movie kind of
terrifying.
changed my life. I don't drive behind log trucks.
Final Destination.
Final Destination.
That's part
Definitely
2, but I
second
give
guess
it to
it.
you. That's part 2, but I give it to you. Hell yeah.
Do you need
Yeah,
Jawbreaker?
but the only thing that made the movie. Oh, yeah.
I love that movie.
Well, you're not on here, so you
Hey,
don't have
no.
Fucking
Hey,
hit him.
Stop. I heard one of the greatest voices I've heard in a long time. You better put that woman in this screen, and I need to hear what she has to say.
She just took off
Brittany,
running. Get your ass over here.
Brittany, your daddy's talking. Get on
I'm
film.
not a fan of that movie.
She's running away.
Wasn't Village of the Damned 90s?
No, I think we. I don't think-
You
Are
should
you talking about the
be able to
remake
check on my
or the
girl.
original?
I'm sure she's doing just fine.
The original.
No, the
It was
original
in,
was like
Christopher
70s.
Reeves.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
really, really-
With the Christopher
Oh,
Reeves
yeah, no,
version?
that was that may have been
Is that the
90s.
remake?
That's a remake, though. And I did appreciate that remake. I will tell you, Alan. I mean, that's another one of those remakes. So I was like, not too bad.
Not too bad.
Which one was that?
Village of the Damned.
Oh.
Put your fucking hearing aid on.
I turned it up.
Turn it up.
Turn it
Did you guys ever watch Sleepwalkers?
Yes.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
Incestual.
Yeah, big time.
I didn't like it.
Wait,
Well, that's on the
breaking
list.
news today on Horrorland Television. Lance Wagner does not like something.
There's a few of them out there. There's a few.
Like two.
Boy.
You know what the big one is?
Okay.
You know
Well,
what that big one is.
I know what the big one is.
Ugh.
Lance does not like Circus of the Dead.
Whoa, hey.
Wow,
Start no
what a
bullshit.
move. This wine makes me
Did you just
shit.
do it, Billy Pond, Lance? Oh,
That wine
Daddy
makes me
gonna spank
nasty.
that ass. Daddy gonna spank that ass.
He's been texting me during the show.
Yeah.
He might be
Get
watching
your
I
now.
phone there,
recorded
Lance.
this and sent it to Billy.
You said it, I did.
I tried to get him, to like it. He just can't seem to get into it. He fucking hates it.
Don't you start, Sheridan. Don't you
Yeah.
start.
Did you guys ever see Repossessed?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
That's
Is that the
satire,
one
right?
Leslie Nielsen?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good flick.
That's kind of funny.
What about
That was
Frank?
90s?
Yeah, it was 90s. Leatherface Part 3 was also 90s.
Yeah.
Leatherface 3, which I don't think was
Oh,
that
yeah.
bad. It had the
With
dude
Viggo
who played
Mortensen was in it.
in Lord of the Rings. What's his name?
Yeah, Viggo Mortensen.
Wasn't
Ken
her
Ray was in it.
Yeah.
sister Leslie Dean? It wasn't hers in there. The
Freddy's Dead.
Freddy's dead. Yeah.
Fuck did he
That was,
just
that was
say?
90s.
No, yeah, it
Yeah.
was the first one I ever saw in the theaters. I still remember going up and not buying a ticket and walking through the emergency exit to see her movie.
Hey, brother.
Shame.
Pirates going pirate. Just can't help it.
No, I was bad. I was bad.
Shame.
Yeah.
But that's
Yeah, fucker.
Pirate gonna pirate.
Stealing shit. You probably recorded it and sold the damn VHS on the side.
I didn't know how to do that. I was like 14.
Bootlegged it.
I had no
Freaking
movie.
shame.
That was my bootleg. That was my bootleg moment.
Got his big old VHS on his shoulder, recording it.
Those are huge, man.
Hey, Sleepy Hollow was 90s.
Mm-hmm.
That was
Yep.
cool.
That's good.
Yeah.
I mean, would you consider that horror?
Well, yeah.
Okay, story.
Yeah. Jerk off on that one.
Florida. Probably like Corpse Bride is horror.
It's still horror.
Say that
I
word
think it was a
again.
little darker there, Alan. A little bit darker.
What did he say?
Really? I consider both those on the same level, except for one's claymation.
I think you're just hating on my boy,
Which
the
boy is
director.
that? Depp?
The director.
Huh? Burton?
Yeah, it's not like you're hating on Burton.
Oh no, I'm a Burton fan.
He's the next Scorsese.
Okay, so
I don't know if I go that far.
All right. So what about the movie Idle Hands?
I don't.
Oh my goodness, that was hilarious.
I wouldn't call it horror, but I mean it had horror elements.
It had somebody's
So,
hand possessed.
Look, we all know I have my puppet masters back here. I love Tiny Terrors. There's no Tiny Terror that probably creeped me out the most. Tales from the Hood.
Yeah.
Tales from the Hood,
Whatever you-
that's a
That
phenomenal.
little
Them
dude,
little bitty
Yeah.
guys.
creepy.
I would love to have one of those creatures, little figures.
Yeah.
Dude,
Maybe they'll have one at Friday this
Killjoy?
year.
no one's ever made those. But that was one of the greatest movies I've seen in the 90s. It was
Tales from
awful.
the
Talking about
Hood.
your tiny
From the hood.
Yeah, the Hood.
Tales from
Yeah.
the Hood.
The greatest
Excellent flick.
movie you've seen in the 90s.
It was one. It was a
It's
great
a good
movie.
one, Ben.
I've seen it. I've seen it.
Oh, okay.
Katrina
But you haven't
said,
seen
"Oh, did you?"
Society. Okay.
Didn't have
Mhm.
much sticks in it.
Yeah.
Hey, I was
Absolutely.
Going to, I don't want to talk about it.
Back in Ben's time, though,
And you like your tiny
my
terrors
mom
on
might be
the
watching.
side.
legal.
He's thinking up
Puppet
and
Masters
smoke
2
in the
through
hood.
5 were made.
What'd you just say, Alan?
Or Nice Dream.
I said you like your tiny terrors. Puppet Masters 2 through 5 were 90s. They
Part
cranked them
3
out.
is the greatest Puppet Master movie ever, Tiny Terror wise, period.
They put 4 of them out in the 90s.
Well,
though.
4 and 5, the guy that did 4 just recently passed, didn't he?
Right. I think he did.
It's easy to recast those movies because those little fuckers are just standing around waiting.
It's like
Monica, do you watch any of that crap?
You can take
Which
any
one?
inbred motherfucker.
The Puppet Masters and all that stuff.
I watched
Yeah.
a couple of them, but I didn't really get into them.
You didn't like the Puppet Masters?
I didn't say I didn't like them. I just didn't get into it.
Hold on. We got to have a moment right now.
Somebody disagree with
Uh-oh.
Dave. Stop that.
Oh, Monica.
All right, Monica, let's talk puppets.
Let's talk puppets. Why do you like to watch puppets kill people?
Because they're fucking hilarious.
It's hilarious. Well, then it's a comedy, not a horror.
There you go. Get him.
No killing.
Get him, Monica.
Come on, Monica.
I agree. I
Well,
agree. Same with Chucky. I was like, why am I scared of something I could punt across
Right,
the
just kick him.
Like, I just
Kick him.
Well, I mean, fuck if you gonna go there. What about Chucky? What about Annabelle? All them are goddamn puppets.
We were just
No.
talking about Chucky. Keep
I
up.
know.
Keep
Hey.
up.
All right.
I've got a late feed coming through.
1927 internet connection.
Tiny Terrors. Let's talk Tiny Terrors, Lance.
What?
Tiny Terrors.
Tiny Terror Gremlins.
Little puppets.
Gremlins.
I'll do
yeah, but there
Gremlins.
was
Yeah.
a lot of
No,
gremlins.
we're doing puppets. We're doing puppets.
Apparently, Monica doesn't like any of them.
Puppet Masters.
Do you like it? Do you like it? And tell me why.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, Puppet Master's okay. If you got nothing better to do.
I can't stand it. Listen, everybody.
There's
This is
three
a horror
corners.
movie. Horror movies should not make sense. If Michael Myers came in my house, he'd have been dead 2 seconds into walking in my house. Scream would have been 2 seconds dead
False.
in my house. Okay?
False.
No, they
Hey,
wouldn't.
didn't we do a deal on our
False.
chain? You got that deal we did, Shane?
Yeah.
Why that shit don't work in Texas?
oh, critters.
False.
Critters.
Critters was
Yeah,
80s.
but what about Critters 2? I don't think.
I think Critters.
Yeah,
no,
2 I think was 90s.
Critters 3 was.
No, 3 was 90s.
Monica, Monica, you just put 2 behind the name. Shane's gonna love it.
Shane loves it.
Exactly. That's why the 90s is his favorite decade yet.
If you were Monica 2, you would be his favorite.
Oh, by far. He'd be the only one on screen.
Right.
So you got Megan 2.0.
Okay, so look, I found out Critters 3 was made in 91, and that was
Boom.
Leonardo DiCaprio's first movie.
First movie.
Bingo.
Critters 3.
Good pick.
I watched that
I know.
last.
Hey, I like part 1 of Friday the 13th. I think Sleepaway Camp 2 is better. The reason Lance argues with me is because
Okay, that's 80s. That's
one of
80s.
the sweetest ladies ever, and I will never deny she is not one of the greatest people you could ever meet. Is Felicia? She is a phenomenal person. I love her. Her energy is phenomenal. There is no better person when a fan wants to meet than her.
I can't meet her at all
But
now.
part 2 is way better. Sorry.
Is Troll 2 better than part
I
1?
couldn't look her in the face.
I would love for Ben to meet her. I would like
There's
to
no
just see
fucking
his.
chance. There's no fucking chance.
It's like,
I
oh,
can feel
no.
myself turning red thinking about it right now.
Do you still got that little Woody down there?
There's nothing little about my Woody. First
This
of all,
thing is spinning out of control.
Hey, that's 80s. Let's go back to the 90s.
please.
Hey, we actually have a show coming up where we talk about one of the movies that I hated the most that Alan picked. We can talk a little bit briefly about Frighteners.
The Frighteners?
I didn't hate it.
Was that not you, Alan?
No,
Lance?
no.
The Frighteners is
It wasn't as
awesome.
me. You talking about?
Raiders was
You
dope.
talking about for this season? I don't think I picked Frighteners.
I think
I'd have to
Jeffrey
look it up.
Combs made Frighteners good.
I'm sorry,
probably
but
the
that
best
was
part
my
of the movie.
pick. I like it.
It's an awesome movie.
That was the
You got
best
Michael J. Fox.
I thought it was
since
great.
freaking Back to the Future.
I
It
like the
beats
movie
the
too.
fuck out of some of Shane Bradford's picks.
Much as I hate to agree with Wit, I mean, I liked
like
it too.
I
Yeah.
do not know what you're talking about.
Frighteners.
man.
It's a good one, but I don't consider it horror. It's
It
kind
is-
of like
what?
those other
Comedy,
ones.
How is it
yeah,
not
it's comedy
horror?
Got fucking ghost.
You got
It's
fucking
ghosts.
It's got
ghosty
ghosts.
That's about all
shit.
horror it is.
It's got blood.
Yeah, like
But nobody's wearing a
Oh,
mask.
that's all. Is that what classifies as horror?
It's got
way
jump
too much
scares.
humor.
Yeah, okay, and it's humorous and a lot of
Yeah,
other
It's
things.
got
that are
Harley
horror.
Ermy shooting ghost machine guns.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah, it's
Alan, you
comedy.
let me
Way too
down
much
over here.
humor.
You're breaking my heart, Alan.
I didn't say it was a bad movie.
Oh, you're
Oh,
breaking my
no.
heart.
Hey, Ben. Alan's the one that picked that fucking the
I didn't even throw that on my
woman
list.
inherits the goddamn motel and shit that we did.
Oh,
Oh yeah, that bullshit.
Yeah,
fucking movie
so
with
fuck
Will
off. I
Smith
like the
coming out of
Frighteners.
hotel.
Yeah. Michael
Well,
J.
they
Fox.
Detective
Yeah,
Gordon
your
Green.
pick sucked.
you're not winning this argument.
Y'all are just being mean to
Monica,
each
did
other
you like
now.
the
Stop.
Frighteners?
Yeah, I liked it.
Breezy?
There you go. Thank you, Monica.
Yeah, but I don't consider it a horror movie.
You don't
I guess.
consider it a horror movie?
Like,
Scary. It was
I would consider
entertaining.
it horror comedy.
But it was a good
Hey,
movie.
Breezy.
Hey,
She was doing like 2 or 3 different guys on there, so she's a whore. Oh wait, no. That's
no,
different.
no, no, no.
Anyway, you know.
Ben, Whit, Lance.
Okay, then you can.
This was a '90s horror movie. Terror Firmer.
No. We're not even discussing it.
It was
No.
'90s.
I tell you what, it's a horror.
No.
Still '90s.
I'm going home.
No.
You are home, aren't
Now,
Yeah, but I'll go to somebody else's home.
oh,
you?
wait.
Short trip.
My battery's about dead. I got to go. I see y'all.
Fucking Terror Firmer.
Phenomenal movie.
Oh, what?
No.
Phenomenal trash.
If you have not watched it, you need to watch it. Family household.
Except for an Academy Award. Yeah.
No, you don't
If
need
you
to
don't
watch
want
it.
to watch any other Lloyd Kaufman movies, watch this one.
Everyone, I still remember the time Ben goes, I like trauma movies, Toxic Avenger.
No, that's not what I
said. Hey,
fucking
man, I got a
said.
movie for you. Terror
Speaking
Firmer.
untruth.
That's what you said.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
And so,
Yeah.
what was your favorite part of Terror Firmer, Ben?
I didn't watch it.
Yeah, you did.
Probably when it stopped.
The credits.
The credits?
No, 'cause I didn't watch
5
them.
minutes.
Just afraid of some kind of bullshit after credits, post-credit scene. Nope, I didn't watch it.
I love that.
Like, I remember if I go back to my notebook today, I said I didn't even say nothing about the movie in my notebook. I just said bad things about y'all.
No, Ben's favorite part is where the porta potty flipped
No.
over.
Come on, dude. We don't have to discuss it. We really do not have to discuss.
Right? Ben, can you elaborate what happened?
I think he's saying fuck you.
Who puts corn in their ice cream?
Poltergeist is at his house.
That is definitely one sick movie.
All right, y'all. I know
Moving
we're
on,
coming to an
moving
end,
on.
and we've all been drunk, and Ben's high. Breezy's probably also high. Monica's drinking not
Water.
Sparkling
wine
wine.
with me, but here we are.
Y'all got
He
a
drinks
problem.
wine on our show. Been on our show. He's not drinking wine now. It's cool. But all I'd like to say real quick is thank you, Sheridan Authentic,
Sheridan.
for
Yeah,
being our
that's-
sponsor, for helping us out with everything we do. If you need autographs, go to Sheridan Authentics. They will hook you up. He has a ton of autographs. He has a lot of connections. If there's autographs he doesn't have, just message him. He'll find a way to get them.
Right.
But the greatest thing that this sponsor's done for us, we have this Laura Lar Park, say it, Lance,
Lard Park, Lincoln.
autograph we're giving away tonight. Lance will be coming up with some questions.
It's an easy one.
Watching to answer.
Anybody that answers it, whoever answers it first gets it.
First 5 get it.
Unless it's Brett Deans, and then he don't get it.
Jesus, finally. Sorry, guys.
All right. So hey,
Whoa,
He's
hold
back.
on, John.
hey, real quick.
Why's your hair all messed up, and where's Brian?
Hey, man, look. Hey, I'm out of town. When you got to rub one off, you got to rub one off. Hey, you're doing Friday the 13th. Hell yeah.
No, hey, we're about to give away an autograph because of Sheridan Authentics. And Lance, if you don't have the things, I have questions here we can ask.
Mine was easy. It's easy. It's supposed to be a layup.
Okay, Lance is going first.
I guess is this for the people to answer in the comments, right?
You have
Okay.
5 questions right. And you
Okay.
get this autograph.
Mine is super easy. My first question: who plays Fred the janitor in the original Scream? Y'all don't answer. Y'all probably know.
Okay, I won't.
All right. Who was it?
Or who was Fred the janitor in the original Scream? Super easy.
Just exit breezy. That quick.
Do we have nobody out there
Anybody say anything in
watching?
the comments?
This is my Katrina.
Katrina.
Hello, Katrina.
Look at that, girlfriend. Answer.
Answer. We need an answer.
So I still like a little side thing is so
There it is.
how
Someone answer.
Yeah.
That's it. Sean Smithson got it, or whoever you put out. That's the answer.
yeah
You said 5 got to be right. That's it.
5.
Wes
So
Craven.
what
Super
horror
easy.
film was Eli Roth's directorial debut?
I know.
Do we got to answer that?
No.
Okay.
You are
We have
excluded
3.
from this contest.
Well, that sucks because I
That's
want
the
that
right
Lar
answer.
Park Lincoln.
Wes Craven gets the answer for everything? What?
Passed away.
So
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
what?
It's a Marshawn Lynch quote. Bingo. I'm with you,
Oh,
Ben.
we
That's
got
it. That's 2.
Oh, he's 2. Where's Brett Deans at, man? Did he log off?
He's there.
Come on, dude. I was counting on you.
All right. So here is number 3. What country was 2005 movie Wolf Creek set in?
I know that one.
I know that one.
That's easy.
I know that one.
It's easy.
That's an easy one there.
Everybody's Googling.
Everyone's
Oh, come on,
Googling.
you don't know this
Everyone's
off the top of
Googling.
your head.
Everybody good.
Well, if I was on a walkabout,
I like that movie.
What,
It was a
what
good
was that
movie.
one
That's a
other
good movie.
that was real popular?
I think
from the
Alan
80s
picked that one,
came
didn't
from
you,
that
Alan?
region?
I think
think
so.
so.
Yep.
That's 3 right there.
Damn, I'm kicking ass.
All
He's
right.
got it in the bag.
Oh, this is a sad one right here.
Canada.
No.
All right.
I think they heard Wolf Cop.
Right.
What was the name of the possessed doll in the 2013 movie The Conjuring?
Layup. This is a layup.
That's an easy one.
Are you
That's
serious?
another easy one. Yeah.
It's almost like we're trying to give that autograph away.
I know this is like, yeah, you're giving
It
this
could
shit
be
away.
4-4. But I don't know.
So easy. Come on, Katrina. You know that one. Are they answering?
Nope.
Say it again.
There's
There's one.
4.
There you go.
That's 4 for him.
It still
All
amazes
right.
me that The Conjuring is one of the most financially successful franchises in history. It
Yeah.
absolutely just blows my mind.
We talked about that one. I can't do that.
Come on,
Okay.
Shane.
Okay, here's one. What legendary funny man duo encountered all kinds of classic monsters in their Meet the Monsters
Dude,
movies?
This is
Oh
awful.
my gosh.
You're the smartest kid in class, John. Good job.
I can't help it, dude. This is terrible.
Wait,
John?
Hold on. Stop.
Smartest of all the
legendary
retards.
duo.
just pull your chair right up beside the teacher.
Hey, stop. What legendary funny duo encountered all kinds of classic monsters in their Meet the Monsters movies? No? 5,
Oh my
4,
gosh.
3, 2. All
Do we have to
right.
do this for you?
Oh, we got
There it
it.
is.
All right, about time.
There's 5.
So here's our winner.
Now,
Lance,
the
you wanna get
winning,
it?
they got to get this one. If one's money, 2 sex, what's 3 and
Let's
4?
go.
No, he got all 5. So,
Well, congratulations.
Lance. Look, here's what Lance looks like right now.
Where'd
Man,
Lance
rest in
go?
peace, Smart Park Lincoln, man. Damn.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Here, 2 places at once?
Yeah, that's. You try to do that.
So, hey,
I
Lance,
know, man. The Whooper crap.
this is your buddy.
I don't recognize the name. I don't know who that is. Who are you? Identify yourself. Ethereal Darkness.
You have won. And Shared Authentics, our sponsor, will be sending you an autograph.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I just need, like your address, and I'll get it out to you.
Don't
Need some
put
sound
that on
effects,
here.
Shane. We need like the applause. We need some sound
Yeah.
effects.
Okay, I don't have that. Okay, you just made me look like a douchebag.
Hey, man, it's easy to do.
I get that.
Next time.
You know,
It's a friend of Ben's.
Facebook friend. Oh, Ben, that's on you now.
It's one of your friends, Ben.
so
Yeah,
reach
you're
out
gonna
to
have
Ben.
You're gonna have
Ben
to do a
will
lot
get you
better
in
than that. but
contact with
Reach out
Sheridan,
to me.
who is our sponsor here. And thank you, Sheridan, or David is how I know you. But Sheridan Authentics
Absolutely.
for all you guys do for us. Okay. And not only did he give this autograph up, he's given multiple autographs for every time that we find someone that needs help. And we raffle our autographs off. David donates them. And we, someone posts on my Facebook page, my child's hurting. I go to David. David goes, here's your autograph. We post it. Autograph.
Bada bing, bada boom.
We're done. So
Do good
Appreciate you,
things.
Dave.
here you
Yeah,
go.
yeah, I'm the least I
Y'all
can do.
happy?
You and Brittany, thank you very much.
One of my favorite people just posted this for y'all. You wanted your
Absolutely.
claps. Here was your claps.
Ah,
We don't want the claps.
Had it.
Yeah, we don't
in
need
there.
to clap, bro.
No clap.
And David's a great actor too. He's in our film as well, Shane. He was in Bud, and he's in Castle versus Voorhees as well. He's one
Nice.
of our fantastic news.
Hey,
casters.
so
I haven't heard about this movie.
John's filming Killer Cox right now. And
Yeah,
James
we
actually
are.
reached out to me and wanted me to be in Killer Talks. And I said, I do not act. But I have someone for you that will take my role. That was David.
Oh hell yeah!
So I don't act. I don't want to act. I don't give a shit about acting. I love directing, editing, and writing. That's all I want to do.
And
And
it
I
was
want
a
to get
blast.
drunk with you fuckers. I wish Monica was drinking wine with me. I thought she was going to do that. Maybe next time she'll do that with me.
I didn't get the memo. Sorry.
But other than that, thank you guys for joining us. Please, the character that has been watching our show because of Ben, reach out to Ben. He will help you get in contact with David, and you will get your autograph. David, thank you for all you've done. Horrorland fans, thank you guys for joining us. My Horrorland family, stay on here. But I love you all.
We love y'all.